Hello and welcome to Cocktail Hour, episode 7, brought to you by the PS Best Friends. My name is Anthony Palm. With me today is Jeffrey Mizrahi and Miguel Alvarez. If you're new to the show, this is pretty much us just kind of shooting the shit. We're talking about whatever kind of came up in our lives in the past week or so. So consider this hanging out at a bar with us. So grab a drink, come hang out, as we talk about all kinds of crazy shit. In the past, we've talked about crazy things like aliens, drunken horror stories, and we talk about movies, games, the works. So, yeah, how you guys been doing this past week? What's been going on with you guys?
Speaking of bars, I went out last night, and I also went out earlier in the middle of this week for a friend's thing. And I'm looking at my fucking bill, and I'm amassing credits of large numbers, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck, man, alcohol is expensive at these outside places. Yeah, just killing my wallet. I think I'm just gonna have to hold off on that for a bit now in terms of.
That's why you get
Tell
the
us
cheap
something
beer.
that we don't know.
That's why you get the Narragansett, because it's $3 instead of $7.
Right? I mean, dude, I got a Stella last night. That was $8.
You do
I don't know
not
how
buy
that
a
fucking
Stella at a
happened.
bar, dude. It's
I
good
assu-
beer, but you do not buy that.
I
at a
assumed
bar.
that was going to be a low price one because, like, oh, Stella.
No, because you
it's
got to
like a
pay the
standard.
extra. You got to pay the extra credit for getting the fancy glass. You know what I mean? It's like it's bullshit.
I mean, what was I going to do? Return it? You know, the chick's like.
No,
$8,
I
like,
know, but I'm
ooh,
saying that's
what?
that's a life lesson.
I know,
you
I
learned.
know.
See, it's a life lesson. You buy the Narragansett.
I
Just
was
get it in a
put in such a
can. It's a
pickle.
16 ounce. You're straight.
But then what I did at another bar, I read the stats.
Or you're me and everyone buys stuff for me, so.
Oh, hot,
Oh,
nice. Is
Mr.
that what
Cool
happens
Guy
when you go to the
Miguel.
bars?
Yeah.
I stared at
great.
the fucking menu, read it up and down, looking for the best ounce to dollar to alcohol ratio.
See, I did that
And
earlier today. That's okay.
It's the move, you know. You have to. It's like
See,
okay,
I like
this thing-
IPAs, so I can get away with getting like an 8 or a 9% alcohol for like
Yeah.
$6-7. Like before we recorded today, so just a little behind the scenes stuff. We are recording this episode pretty late in the day on Sunday. Usually we record pretty early, but this motherfucker over here, Jeffrey, slept in like 2 hours later than we were supposed to
daylight
record.
savings.
Oh,
yo.
it was
Don't
1
blame
hour.
it on
Your
that.
phone
I lost
fucking
an
does it on
hour.
its phone. Come on.
There's father time, yo.
Oh,
He's
you are
cutting
such
me
a
off.
fucking Gen Zer. I can't.
He cut me off. I'm a millennial as shit, bro. Get out
Oh
of here.
yeah. You are the millennial. See, I hate getting grouped in. Well, I'm getting off on a tangent. I'm not getting into that right now. But yeah, so we were Tay and I went out. We did a bunch of errands and stuff. We bought some patio furniture and some stuff for around the house. Shout out Christmas Tree Shop. And then we went to a restaurant called Christmas Tree Shop. There's no Christmas tree shops in New York.
I never heard of it. No.
Oh, it's like a store where they have like, it's not really themed on Christmas. They just have all kinds of year round type of shit. Great store.
Oh, cool.
Very inexpensive, but not made cheap. And then after that, we went to Prime 16. I don't know if they have those where you are as well. But it's like a burger place, and they have a great beer list. I had I don't even fucking remember the two companies that made them because I hadn't heard of them before. But one of them was called a G-Bot. It was a IPA. It was like 8.8% alcohol for like $7. And then I had a Double Cannon IPA, which was like 9% alcohol for like $7. So. Because I like those types of beers, I can get away with getting higher percentage alcohol and not paying that much.
Were those standard 12-ounce pours?
They were drafts, so it was probably a 12-ounce
I'm glad to.
glass. But yeah, it was draft.
You get to this place I was looking at, I'm seeing regular, it says 12-ounce thing for $12. I'm like, that makes no sense. Then I find a 16.9 ounce for $9.
See, but that's why you got to go with the Gansets. It's a 16-ounce tall boy for like $3. No matter where you go, because they're so cheap.
But I feel like if you're ordering, you're already spending money, and you're already out. You know, you get a hold around a Bud Light,
Okay.
like
All right,
because
whatever.
not
you
every
say.
place has the Narragansett.
You'll
That's the
learn.
thing.
You'll learn. Don't worry. You'll learn.
But yeah, that's pretty much been happening.
Youngin.
Otherwise, pretty standard week. Someone brought a dog to the office, 2 days in a row.
Was it a good
That was
doggo?
awesome. Very good dog. Last week, hope coworkers aren't listening, brought a dog like I think did I talk about it? Or, I don't know.
I do not think you did.
One of those hairless like Chihuahua dogs, but like had like a little flip of hair in the front, and like was all dressed up in like boots and a jacket, and like there's nothing to pet, you know? It's like, why is this
man.
hairless dog here? So I was really disappointed in that. And then this week, big fluffy ass cute dog, was loving it. Very friendly, heavy pets
like
were
them
going
fluffy?
Yeah, I mean this one had hair. But yeah, he was super cool. You ever had that? Any of you guys bringing a dog to work?
Nope.
A coworker? No.
Wish I could bring Loki to work. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I'm surprised like there was no allergy thing.
I'm the one that I'll be like, why are bringing your dog?
Yeah, you are that
just
guy. That's
kick
like,
him on the side.
I'm here for work. Get this shit, extracurricular shit out of here.
Yeah.
That would 100% be me. though.
that's me.
If someone brought a dog to your work, you'll be like, get your dog out of my car. Is your dog in
yeah,
the
we
truck?
also had another fucking nor'easter that
Oh yes, that was like a foot of
got like
slush.
a foot of snow on my fucking. It was all like heavy ass snow. It's all melted now, of course, because it's gonna snow again fucking tomorrow. I hate New England,
Really?
man.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's like 80 something degrees over here right now.
Actually, it's insane. That's
Yeah,
like,
it was
way
like
up.
45 degrees in Connecticut.
No,
and
it's not,
tomorrow
but
it's gonna
I-
snow again.
Hope it was.
we weren't having heavy snow in New
Fuck
York
that
as
thing.
much as slush, which is the worst because it just destroys your shoes.
Yeah, because you guys mostly got like
there's wetness.
the cold
There's water.
front
It's very
more hit
rainy.
like Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. You guys kind of got like the edge of the storm, which was kind of warmer. So yeah, we lost
the
power.
storm.
The power kept flickering. Like it never went out. It would go out for like it would either flash real quick, but just long enough to turn off the PS4, or it would go out for like 2 seconds and then come back. So I
You
ended
got
up
all your
sucker.
plugs.
I
you
ended
got
up
all your
just
plugs
turning
and
off
protectors?
like turning the PlayStation completely off, because if you leave it in rest mode and then that happens, it'll be like, the fucking power wasn't turned off correctly.
It gets so pissed.
we
It
have
gets
to,
so
yeah."
pissed off at you.
And especially if you have an external hard drive, it's like we have to run a diagnostic on the hard drive, and it's like it's a fucking pain in the ass. So I just turned
It's
it
like,
off.
oh hey,
But then,
I saw you.
I turned it completely off, and then the fucking PlayStation 4 system update came out, and because it was completely off because of the storm, it didn't download the update automatically, so I had
You
to
missed
wait
the
for that
auto
shit when I was
update.
trying to play.
It wasn't that
Outbreak.
long, dude. You don't
And
complain.
actually,
for
no,
some
this
other
time,
problems.
this time it was not that long, but most of the time it is a pretty big fucking time sink. PS3 days,
Yeah.
oh man, I don't want to talk about those days.
Oh, PS3 days. That was the day.
Oh man, I wanted to fucking throw my PS3 out the
I
window.
didn't
anytime
even
it had
notice
update.
any of the updates at 5.5 for the PS4. Have you guys?
I mean,
not
I had the
really.
beta, so it just
I was-
just
I
haven't-
minimal stuff, dude.
I haven't
It's
tinkered
not-
with the super sampling yet, so
Oh yeah. For pro guys, I think it's big.
yeah. So I'll
Not
tinker with
really.
that. I'll talk about that on the PS Best Friends episode of the week next week. But yeah, Miguel, what have you been up to? Did you spill any more oil / coffee on yourself this week?
Nah, nothing really, dude. I was shaving the other day. You know, the La Pelona. And that's my bald spot. I cut myself with a razor. There's a nice little cut like right here. You can't see it
Aw,
anymore. Oh, dude, blood fucking just
So do you look like
pouring out,
do you
bro.
look like a Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain like creative character now with like the fucking scar?
Yeah, dude, that was fucking great.
Do you?
And
yeah.
I put aftershave after. And, like it
Ooh.
kind of burned.
Sting like a
I
bit
knew
harder.
that, but I was doing it for a reason, so it could like stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like someone burned myself. Like I burned myself. Like you know how it looks when you burn yourself, and like the skin's all nice and crispy. That's how it looked right here. It's gone now, but
So
That's funny.
before we get into the episode proper, because I think all three of us have things we want to talk about, like a subject we want to talk about. Real quick, I want to circle back to I think it was episode 2. Might have been episode 1, but I think it was episode 2. We talked about whether or not I would ever watch the movie Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. I actually watched it a while ago, and I kept forgetting to bring it up on the podcast.
I remember
but yeah,
you mentioned something about
so
it.
let's circle back to that Interstellar conversation real quick. So quick spoiler warning
Spoilers?
for Interstellar.
Okay.
I'd say maybe a minute at best, maybe 45 seconds. We're just gonna talk about it real quick. I enjoyed the movie quite a bit, but
Great movie.
it's one of those. It's a Christopher Nolan movie in the sense that it's like Christopher Nolan always wants to take these like outrageous ideas, like unrealistic ideas, and make them realistic. So it's like, let's take this crazy idea of going through a black hole and being able to do all this time travel and shit. And so, like 3/4 of the movie, I'm sold on. Like, okay, this could be real. You know, it's okay. It kind of makes sense. And then at the end of the movie, it's just like it just shits on itself with logic, where it's like, oh, how are we in this fourth dimension? Oh, because the people from thousands of years ago figured it out and they're helping us out. Like, what? It just didn't make any sense to me.
I like that actually. I like.
You
how
said
they-
wormhole or black hole? Because there was two separate things.
I
Yeah,
thought the
it
black
was.
hole was the wormhole.
No, it wasn't.
yeah, you had to get. What was it? So you needed the black
So
hole.
they
to
went
get
through
to-
the
I'm not
went
even
through the wormhole.
That stuff I'm
to
all
get
fine
to
with.
where the black hole was.
Yes, the ending of the
stuff-
movie was the black hole. Yes,
that
that's what
stuff
we're
I'm
talking
fine
Yeah.
with. It was when they entered the fourth dimension, and then they explained it away as, oh, well, there's people thousands of years from now that figured out how to do
Well,
it, and they're helping us
'cause
out.
think
And I
about
was
it.
like, what?
How else?
Like, it just didn't
you-
make any sense.
Christopher Nolan wants to
But
write.
it wasn't
wants,
that.
Wants to explain. Just wants to show this fourth dimension thing. You can't really. No one knows what the fuck's in a black hole. No one knows how to explain it. I mean, I don't really.
No, but it was
think
the
that's like
line. It was the line of explaining it away by, oh, there's people in the future that figured it out. That I was
Stop.
like, you didn't need to put that in
Stop.
there. That's like,
Stop.
all right, here we
Doing
go.
spoilers if you're over a minute. So
Yeah.
wait another minute.
Jump another minute. We'll update you then.
Yeah. First thing, you keep saying thousands of like lifetimes.
whenever it is.
It's,
They said
it's
people
someone
in the future.
present.
They said people
that
in the
got
future
into
figured
the
it
black
out.
hole. That got into the black hole. Who's trying to contact? I mean, he's
I'm not talking about
Trying to
Matthew
contact
McConaughey.
his
I'm
sister.
talking
Yeah.
about the
Yeah,
people that
his,
sent him
daughter.
to the fourth
The
dimension.
daughter, yes.
yeah. So that's
it wasn't
what they're
Murph that
thinking.
sent
It's
him
like
there.
it's like if put yourself in that position, and his position, like you're thinking that someone like from fucking in some other dimensions trying to like reach you, but
No.
when it happens, it's
I'm
like,
not. I'm
oh,
not
it
talking
was
about
me.
him talking to Murph. That's fine. That made sense to me. That's fine. I'm
Okay.
talking about the fact that he was in that fourth dimension. And then
Okay.
what was the robot guy's name?
so what's the problem with it?
Still in
getting there.
spoilers. Still in spoilers.
Sticks?
What was the robot
Jump
guy's
2
name?
minutes ahead. Still in spoilers.
One of them was Styx, I think. And
Whatever
other one,
whoever the robot guy was that went into the black hole with him.
Uh-huh.
Matthew McConaughey was like, how are we in this fourth dimension? I'm not talking about him talking to Murph through the bookcase. That I'm fine with. That made sense. Where it's
Before
like
that.
he was the one that was
Right
saying,
before.
like, he
Right
was the-
before he
was the
discovers it?
ghost. Like just the fact that he was sent to the fourth dimension, and then he
That's
was like,
because he went through the black hole.
so then he just happened to fall exactly to the right.
That's
moment
what
in time,
is
at
in
the
the
right,
black
at
hole.
the exact same place where his
Wait,
daughter
you're
was.
confusing. You're confusing
No,
the
you don't
black
know what I'm
hole
talking about.
and you're confusing the black hole and the wormhole.
I'm not talking about the black hole. I'm talking about the fourth dimension that he went to.
That's
Yeah.
he went through the black hole.
Anthony, I think the reason
You're confusing it.
he landed on that specific time is because like that's part of the fourth dimension. Also, like read your mind. And
But
you get
that's
to
what
where
I'm
you wanna
saying
go.
is they
I think that's just what it is.
go rewatch the movie. The robot says, "Oh, we're here because people in the future helped us get to this point in time." There was a line that explained it away, and it was like almost like a throwaway line, and I caught it. I was like, "That's kind of weird."
I don't know. I don't think it's really that crucial.
No, I enjoyed the movie. It's a great movie. It's one of the best
makeup
Nolan movies.
either way.
I still love Inception.
2
I think
minutes
I
in?
think I
Few
like
spoilers.
Inception more. No, we're not out of spoilers now. I think I still like Inception more though. But I did enjoy Interstellar though.
I like Interstellar better.
I like this style better. Yeah, I don't know. Inception was very pretentious. It felt.
See, I thought Interstellar was
And-
very pretentious.
It was in a way, but I somehow less.
Interstellar, it
And
was shoving
visuals.
that message of we need to save the planet down your throat. You know what I mean?
I don't think that was that bad. I mean, it is
It
important.
didn't offend me, but it was like, all right, we get it. Like we need to save the planet. I get it.
Yeah. Well, I like it. That was kind of the twist that the whole thing took. But visually, though, because Inception, I always say I do love visually. I think it still blows it out of the park.
Also, Nolan
in
straight
so
up
many
ripped
ways.
off a Mass Effect thing. I won't say what it is because we're out of spoilers now. But I was like, that's Mass Effect at the end of. At
Well, I
the
mean,
end of the
visually, there's also several things. He didn't rip off like homage to like 2001: Space Odyssey a lot.
No, there was. Quick spoiler: the Citadel is basically in this movie from Mass Effect. So, all right, let's move on from Interstellar. Jeffrey, what do you want to talk about this week?
Oh, I don't think I have a topic proper. I was gonna bring up just a question. We'll probably get take 10 seconds on this. I said it earlier, but I've been watching a lot of Westworld. This is no Westworld spoilers at all. But just kind of the sentience
all
of
the time you do.
of NPCs in video games, like not playable characters. So like pretty much like
there
the
is an answer to this. That's why I didn't think it was a good question.
What? No, I'm saying like
There's a definitive answer to this. NPCs are not programmed to have anything to do other than what they are programmed to do.
Not yet.
But yeah, exactly.
In
If
video
the
games,
characters
no.
If the characters in Red Dead get like advanced enough that like shooting something would throw their even at the current level, like shooting something throws their paths all off whack, so they have like reactions to something. But like just because,
But they're
they
not
don't have, like-
AIs, though. I know what you're saying.
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying,
that this
yeah.
would be more of. This is more the question that you want to ask is more a real life question than a video game question. Because in video games, they're programmed. Like, they're not AIs. They are scripted. You're talking about, like, in real life, if there was robots and you do one thing that throw off a robot's programming, will it totally change the sentience of the robot? I think that's what you're asking more than because video games they're programmed to do a thing, they do a thing, and then it's script. You know what I mean? It's text.
Well, I feel like robots and video game NPCs are similar in the sense that they are both programmed. You know, they both have code.
But it's
just one's physically represented. One's
video game
NPCs
aren't exactly. Video game NPCs aren't like they don't have a physical manifestation. It's just it's pixels.
Yeah, no, but like,
and it's not a program. It's not like you designed like a backdoor program or like a Trojan or something.
You could ask this question after Detroit.
After Detroit.
Ooh, maybe we could maybe we should bring this question back up on PS Best Friends once Detroit comes out. I actually like that idea.
Yeah, I'm very interested in how that's handled. I'm pretty sure that's very iRobot. It looks like it's gonna be handled iRobot style, where they're programmed to not kill you. Like they have 3 rules, but then one of them breaks them. You know. I feel like that's going to be the beginning of the game.
Protocol 3: protect the pilot at all costs.
Titanfall. Where's that from? Titanfall 2. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I like that.
BT 7274.
Spin on that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like I don't even have a question about that. It's just like
no,
if you program a thing to feel.
I like the question. I just think that you're asking it the wrong, maybe not the wrong way, but in a way that I would rather answer it in a different way. Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. Miguel, I think we got a topic. Are we doing the social media topic?
Yeah.
So last week Miguel mentioned.
Last week on Cocktail Hour.
Previously, yeah. So how do you want to phrase or how do you want to go about this conversation?
Okay.
Almost
social media. Do you guys? I don't know how to. Here, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about it, and then you guys could tell me whatever you guys think about it.
Okay.
Hit us.
Because I don't have like an actual question about it. It's just my feeling towards it. I see why people use it, and I see why, like, for us, we're building a community, we're building, the podcast or whatever. Like, I see why it's used for to promote it. But other than that, like, in my life, I don't care, like, for Facebook or Twitter and, like, putting my little tweets out there, like, oh, the Bulls lost, and I go to Twitter and just rage on the owner or whatever.
That's a direct reference to me complaining about Arsenal.
That's what I'm trying to do. Or, like, a video game, let's just say Black Ops 4 is not coming out as I want to, so I go and tweet, oh, the raid sucks.
Well, even my Movie Pass reviews, yeah, totally.
Yeah, dude, it's like.
Which, if you want to see Jeffrey's doing his Movie Pass reviews on the Patreon feed now, you can check us out at patreon.com/PS.
Video.
It's like, who cares? Like, there's no point for you to do it. Like, I do not want to see it. That's my opinion. That's where I'm going. Like, Facebook, it's great for, like, family or whatever it is. If I want to send something to someone, I just go to my phone, go to Messenger, send them the picture. Or a message.
I think I'm at the point where
put it in the post.
I think I'm at the point where Facebook is just for memes for me. Like that's pretty much what Facebook is for.
But like overall, whatever it is, like Instagram too is like.
But yeah, no, I get it. I totally get what you're saying, Miguel.
Other than promotion wise.
And I'm not gonna say I don't get that like instinctual response. Like if I make a post and there's a lot of likes, like if feel good. But I think the reason I post like a lot, I guess relatively, not really a lot, but a good amount to Facebook pictures, YouTube, just random ass videos I have, because it's more selfish, I guess, like more archival of shit. So like, oh, I have a thought, let me just get it on there. So like, I don't ever check back at shit, but that's like another one of my collection tendencies where it's like
time hop.
Yeah, where it's like, oh cool, I could see I thought this 7 years ago.
The other day, oh shit, this is when I went to the Titanfall Midnight release at the Microsoft store an hour away with my best friend Jesse, and we were the first ones out of the store. That was a cool moment.
I think there is an aspect where it is like, oh, you know what? I like people. People can know this if they want, but I think a heavy part for me is like, oh, cool, I got that note down. Oh, and now why can't everyone see it? Like,
wouldn't it be the same thing as just taking a picture and saving it on the cloud or whatever?
I do that a lot. Also, I take just a lot of random ass pictures.
And just don't post it anywhere.
I do when I went to when I was on a gap year. I did.
And then you got people that tweet every time they fucking eat something or they're taking a shit. They're tweeting.
Yes, that's heavy on Snapchat as well. I'm not.
I hate that.
I like the idea of peeking into someone's life.
Don't care.
Like a little voyeuristic
Fucking
thing.
Voyeuristic weirdo.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's really why half of social media succeeds even more.
That's fair.
That
Yeah, that's
people
fair.
do like that.
People
like
creep
seeing
on everyone. Yeah.
what's happening in Johnny's life. Let me see what his event was like.
You're friends with Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah, Johnny Ive actually. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's kind of my take on it. That
The
and
things
also,
that I like
and also,
follow.
but primarily number one actually. I use social media for news. I think that's like
Yeah.
That's
Twitter.
what-
Twitter is definitely.
That's
for
what
me.
I was gonna
Twitter
go
is
to.
news
It's like
for me, and then second, posting my movie past thoughts.
like it's useful for like news and
It's
like
crucial.
follow
I-
sports or
I
whatever it
can't
is.
imagine
But
not
like
seeing news
personal
like that.
stuff, it's like why sometimes because people
I use it for anger
post some
therapy.
dumb stuff sometimes.
I use it
man.
for anger therapy sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Not proud of it,
Yeah.
but that's what I do. I get pissed off, and I say, why the
At
fuck
our
is
side,
this
most
this?
of the time.
I try to not be. I try to not be just belligerent though. Like if I'm like I like.
You should go back. That should be one of the topics. Let's go back and see what you wrote.
I'm sure I've said stupid shit, but I try not to be though. Arsenal is different because it's like I'm criticizing a player's performance. I'm not criticizing him as a man. You know what I mean? Like if Hector Bellerin has a shit
let me
game, I'm
ask
going to
you
say
this.
he had
You
a
think
shit
you
game.
can perform
I'm
better
not gonna
than
talk
him?
shit. No, that is not. No, I fucking hate that fucking excuse because there
Yeah,
is
you
another
should
right
shut
back that
up.
can play better than him. You know what I mean?
Well, no,
Like
I say a better question. Would you be comfortable saying any of these things to the when you tweet something?
see, that's what I'm
angry?
saying. I try to word things in a
What'd you
way
say?
that I would be okay saying it to them. So like if like Granit Xhaka has a terrible game, I'll
Let
be
me
like
go to your
I'll be
Twitter
like
real
he
quick.
missed 7 tackles and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know.
tr-
I think part of it also, just not really in the discussion, but added on.
I don't ever say he's an
social media
idiot
etiquette.
scumbag. Like I always say, like this guy missed 15 tackles and gave the ball away 7 times. That's how I try to go about it. You know, like I try to state facts more than just be belligerent. Like, oh fuck this guy, he sucks. You know what I mean?
Now, do you personally see engagement with your
Nah.
just personal thought tweets?
Nah, I know I'm sending it to the void. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's
like
like I
it's-
said, it's me venting. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because I could say a totally different argument from.
And the
people
only
that
real
are
thing I
us
ever
that
do
have
that with
engagement.
is Arsenal, and that's because they give me fucking ulcers.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why. I shout a lot about Destiny on Twitter.
I know it's shouting out into the void though. It's fine.
I mean, the idea is that you make enough tweets for your cause, it'll happen. I mean, change has happened over social
That's
media
not
and
why
shit
I
like
do it.
that.
I do it just to vent.
But yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, like what? Yeah, no, interesting. Let us know what you think about that social media stuff. We are on social media shitload. I don't think any of us really dislike social. I mean, you can ask the question: is social media bad for us these days? I don't know. I
I
think it's kind of
try.
It's bad for the kids growing up now.
Yeah.
yeah. I think
I would
it's.
say that.
But I think it's just the next
try,
evolution.
I try to
you know?
stay self-conscious. Like if I'm just mindlessly
I
scrolling
wanna
through
get into
Facebook,
a
I'll be like,
topic
I'm
that
wasting my
no one's
time.
gonna
and I
get
try to
shit on.
off, you know.
What's
What's
up?
But I'm not gonna get into it. I'll tell you guys before, and if it's okay, we'll talk about it.
Well,
But I know
send it in the
if
chat
I
real quick
mention
and I'll let you know.
something.
So
Alright,
I
keep
wanna-
talking.
I'll say something. So, circle back to a couple episodes ago, or it might have actually been PlayStation Best Friends episode. I don't remember. But I mentioned that I liked, and I haven't played it since. But when it came out, I really, really liked Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and it's because I even said it back then. It kept me off like Facebook and Twitter, just like it kept me from just scrolling mindlessly. And I try to stay conscious of when I'm just scrolling just for the sake of scrolling. And anytime I notice, I'm like, I'm not doing anything right now. Like, let me get off this. Like, I'm wasting my time. So like, that is something I think about. Like, I do try to think, like, I'm, like, what am I doing right now? And I close out of it. You know what I mean? So I do try to stay conscious of that. I mean, I know it doesn't always happen, but I think that's something everyone should do is try to stay conscious of, like, are you just mindlessly scrolling or are you actually doing something?
Yeah.
Miguel, were you sending us something?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it because I know I'm gonna be offensive.
Nice. That's good.
No, I
But,
mean, you could bring it up, just don't say, like, you know what I mean? Don't, like,
I mean,
If you can, I don't know.
I'm gonna be offensive because my view is
you know what? Just go
This-
for it.
it-
Just go
this-
for it. That's what we're here for. Just go for it.
all right. With all this social media, everything, like I get some stuff, but like the bullying, right? Like I was bullied when I was a kid. Anthony, you were too.
As was I.
Jeffrey
was
you
the
were
one
like
that named the
in the
guy
middle,
Jizz.
so you didn't get it too much.
The wild card.
Yeah, so
He
it's like,
he made a
I
guy's
grew
name Jizz,
out of it,
so that's the thing.
and I became the fucking bully. At a certain point, I was.
I didn't become the bully, but I was a dick to people.
Yeah, that's probably the more likely then. I did fought a couple times and won, but I picked my fights. I wasn't that stupid. But overall, everyone's becoming such a effing fucking
You're trying to not offend anyone. You're
Everyone's
saying people are
becoming a
so
fucking
too
pussy,
sensitive.
dude.
They're too sensitive. Yeah.
yes.
Um.
You could take it however you want to take it. I do not care.
Yeah. No. 100%. People are definitely being.
Everyone's complaining about every little thing, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Because it's easy. Because as
I
you were
know.
saying, the
And
tweets
this-
do build up.
And Twitter, exactly. And Twitter's affecting
It's so
it
easy
more and more and
it's
more.
so easy to jump on like a what's the word? Not a bandwagon. Like
That's what it is.
if
essentially.
someone's getting ganged up on, it's so easy to just gang up on someone for one
Yes,
thing they did.
and the
it
pressure
also
breaks that.
it kind of goes back
Even
to
though
like,
it's sometimes not a good thing. Like
A part
for the
about-
EA stuff, the Twitter helped, right?
Yeah.
For the Star Wars game, Battlefront 2, like that helped and that's good. But sometimes, like for example, the stuff from Colin, right? When he
Colin
put
Moriarty.
that tweet
Yeah.
out
Just
there.
for anyone
yes.
that is unaware, Colin Moriarty, former member of IGN, editor for IGN, and also
Like-
worked at Kind of Funny Games.
This last week was the 1 year and
The
when he
anniversary
tweeted
of
about
the tweet.
the tweet about the
So
a
he
day
said
without women.
it was
on the-
Women's Day, and he said,
Yeah.
peace and quiet, hashtag a day without women.
and he sent it and he showed his girlfriend and she was like, that's cool, whatever.
She was
And all
fine
that
with it,
pressure, yeah, and all the pressure from all the people and just pretty much got him fired or
Yeah.
he just quit out of.
Oh no, he
Kinda
quit.
funny.
I think he's made it.
Yeah,
clear
he
that
quit. He quit, but it's like all that pressure, which is not a good thing, because just people don't like him. I guess
So the
a
issue
lot of
with
people
that,
in the
I think,
industry don't like him.
was mainly since it was so out of context.
It's like
But I think an interesting thing that I just thought about now was that when there is the bandwagon or not so bandwagon we're talking about, is that's how people learn about things. So you see a bunch of tweets at someone or whatever, along with someone on a thread saying this guy did this, and then some guy jumps on and tries learning what happened, but based off the people who are grilling him and who are attacking
No.
this guy.
It's
that
all an echo
doesn't
chamber,
happen.
yeah.
Oh,
People
I've
just
seen
get
that happen.
in the
That's the
wagon
I've
and
seen
they
that
don't
happen.
inform themselves of what's happening.
The biggest problem I have with social media is the fact that echo chambers exist. Because there's people on like my personal Facebook feed that I know like they're from my area, like I actually really know them. They're not people I just met online. And I'll see them all like, "Oh, I blocked 17 people this week because I don't agree with him with this." And it's like that's how you create an echo chamber. You're not
Yeah.
having conversations with people that are different minded than you. You're just saying I'm right and no one, and everyone's wrong. You know what I mean? Like
But
that's
then
what I
again,
don't
this is your social media page. Do you have to? Are you mandatory?
I'm not telling them not to do that.
I guess, would be the word.
But I've commented like this is how you get because I did comment to them and I was I was not nice about it, but I was like I was like respectful, I guess is the word you say. Like
Okay.
yeah, I was like this is how you create an echo chamber where if no one agrees with you, and I actually agreed with them on this argument. I think I told them that I was like I actually agree with you with this argument, but this is how you create an echo chamber because
You have to
now
be-
you're
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
you're
If
getting
you-
rid of any other potential mentality or angle on this issue.
If you're
If
going
someone
to
doesn't agree
isolate
with you,
your feeds and stuff and make them one single viewpoint, at least
video
be
games
aware
are
of
one
that,
thing. Like if
you
you
know?
want to have an echo chamber of first-person shooters, like that's whatever. But if you're talking like you're blocking anyone that isn't a liberal, you're blocking anyone that isn't like against capitalism, like come on. Like
I think it's okay.
now you're
though,
just
if
not
you are
opening
aware
up any
that-
conversation.
I think it's okay if you're aware that you exist in this space. It's an issue when you think, oh, you see, everyone agrees with me. That's when it's an issue. When you think everyone is how your
Well, that's what I'm
curated
saying is
feed
like if the people that
Yeah.
block anyone that doesn't agree with them, you're not opening yourself up for conversation. And I think the best way to go about not arguments, but like just things that we need to talk about in society. I think that the best way to go about that is to have conversations with people that have different angles on it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
100%.
I
Yes,
think
yeah.
if you're just talking to
Blo-
people that have the
blocking
same
the
ideas
block
as
feature isn't
you,
helping.
yeah, like if you're just talking to the same people that agree with you, then you're not getting anywhere. So like I said, I'm not telling anyone what to do, but I don't think that it's going to help yourself. You know what I mean? That's why that's why I don't block anyone unless they're being. I don't block anyone unless they're threatening me. You know what I mean? That's the only time I've ever blocked anyone in the past.
I've only ever blocked his spam. I've never gotten threats. I wish I was cool enough.
It was a long time ago.
JK.
There was this punk ass dude that was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come for you," and I was like, "All right, get out of here." But yeah, I don't block anyone because I disagree with them. That's like I talk it out with them. Most of the time, if I'm fighting with someone on Facebook, it ends up with us saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, we like suck shit. Like this is so." Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that.
Yeah,
I'm just close out my kind of brain fart of a rant. Is the echo chambers are the biggest issue I have with social media.
Yeah.
So, is there an echo chamber on guns?
Definitely. There's people on my feed personally. My cousin, whose name I won't say, not that he ever would listen to this, but my cousin, he's like a hardcore, he owns multiple guns, like he lives in the South. He's like, oh, these fuckers are taking my guns away from me. And then I have plenty of other like liberals that live in this state with me. Connecticut is a huge liberal state that are all like, we need gun control and everyone should hand their guns in. And both of those like types of people definitely, like, you see like one will comment like, these fuckers are trying to take my guns away, and then 19 comments will be like, yeah, fuck all these people trying to take our guns, and then the other one will be like, we need better gun control, and then everyone will be like, yeah, we need to take the guns away from everyone because it'll make it, you know what I mean? So I definitely think
I mean, society's becoming just really divisive right now.
I mean, it's either or, right? It's not like I wouldn't consider that.
And that's actually why two of my best friends
each one of the sides would be in their own echo chamber. That's what it would be.
It's just two sides. You're on it or not, and that's it.
chambers.
What I appreciate about my two best friends...
No, they're in there. No, that's not outside of the echo chamber. They're in their own echo chamber. Both.
Yeah, I get that, but it's...
You're either in the echo chamber of gun control should exist, or in the echo chamber of Second Amendment. But the thing that I appreciate about my two best friends, Brandon and Mike, who I may or may not be starting a small time podcast with in the near future, us three kind of always hash things out between each other where it makes sense. Like, we have a conversation. We're not just like, you're an idiot because you're against this. Like, we always hash things out. And I really appreciate that I have a couple best friends that...
Because your guys are actually friends.
No, I know, and that's not... It's less a social media topic, but just something I'm just bringing up is...
No, but... It's like...
I mean,
for people that think that
that's how I think
the guns are going to go away, it's not going to happen, first of all.
Yeah, I mean, let's not delve into this rabbit hole.
I mean, to be honest on that one, I mean, Anthony was saying you're seeing both sides, the radicals. I've been actually seeing a lot more, like, coming to a middle ground on that issue specifically, if we're talking about divisiveness. There's been a lot of those videos of the Southern guys destroying their guns and stuff. I don't know. I think that's interesting. But, yeah.
I don't own a gun. I would like to.
I do want to get a pistol permit,
and I got my permit for it. I just never gotten around to it.
Yeah, I do want to get a pistol permit just to have, for I don't know. I just want to.
It's such a non-issue.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna bring it anywhere.
It's like if you put laws or whatever, more laws. If people want them, they're gonna get them.
I'm fine with it.
Just like
cooldown time. That's
I'm
fine.
saying for me to get a gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want a gun. That's such a.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing you with a gun and maybe like try it out on the range, see what happens.
I do. I mean, shooting is definitely fun. I've done that a bunch at several ranges.
Let me put it this way: I would like to get a pistol permit. I would like to own a gun that I can shoot at a range.
Do you feel if
they told me I couldn't have one, I don't own one
for
now.
A lot
anyways,
of people, it's more of like it's like for me going to the gym.
Don't tell me I can't do this.
You or no, it's not that. It's just more of a
like actually going out to a shooting range. It's like therapy.
It's more like therapeutic. Yeah, dude. It's not that. Oh, I want to fucking get a gun and shoot someone. It's just more like for therapy, dude. That's what it is.
I guess, but I feel like.
Yeah, there are some crazy
rentals. I don't know. Do they have a system where like you could just keep your gun there?
Well, that's the argument that we're not argument. That's what we're.
No, because you need to
in
take
society.
Care of
that's
it,
what
dude.
we're discussing. Is like
you need to take
how
care
do
of
you
a
screen
gun
mental illness if you're owning a gun, all that stuff. So, my topic is a lot lighter. So I don't know if you want to just jump into that right now.
Sex?
Just jump into it.
I was gonna do a really dark topic. Not dark, but a more serious topic.
Closets.
No, I was gonna talk about depression, but I figured I've talked about it before. We maybe in another episode, but this
Purple
episode,
rooms.
this episode, this
rooms.
episode, I want to talk about. I'm interested to see the two of you.
Butts.
Nice.
I want to talk about
Assholes.
which is better, pizza or tacos.
Titties? Oh, I thought you were going the other way. Okay.
Pizza,
or tacos?
or tacos? What is the better food?
Okay, let me
Oh, it's
ask
not
you
even a
this,
decisions, pizza.
tacos. You got the American tacos, or my tacos.
Every
American
day from the other room,
tacos
she
are-
goes tacos.
To be honest, I feel like
Because
it's unfair.
you wait, you just made a hilarious point for me. You got tacos or
Nice.
tacos.
Different
So
speed,
which one is
I
it?
thought this was a great topic because I knew Miguel was gonna be
Tacos
is
the
team
American,
tacos,
like,
and
on the
Jeffrey was
shell.
gonna be Jeffrey's from New York, so obviously he's gonna probably go pizza.
I mean, to be honest,
I still go pizza because I love pizza.
Ooh, I love pizza
Yeah.
too.
Pan
I mean,
pizza.
I don't. First
Dip
off,
dish.
It's so hard to
Chicago.
choose, right? Hold on, Tay, come in here for a second.
I don't even eat tacos, so that's why I want to let.
But
the
which
world
tacos,
know
though?
that.
New York doesn't have good pizza, so Jeffrey's argument is invalid.
Wow,
New York
shots
doesn't
fired.
have good pizza.
Wow, what happened?
Shots fired.
I'm just
It doesn't even make any sense.
tacos have cheese, so
She says
They
tacos
both have
have
cheese.
and so does pizza.
Oh, I
So
mean,
does pizza.
but
see,
tacos
she's
are
thinking of
better.
American tacos, right?
What's the difference?
Miguel,
What's
hold,
the
hold, hold,
difference?
hold. Miguel says you're thinking of American tacos. What's the difference?
I'll take his tacos. I don't care if there's no cheese.
Miguel has ownership of all the
Shut
tacos
up.
because he's Mexican.
I'm not Mexican. I'm Hispanic, bro.
Mexican.
Nice.
No, that's what that was the joke.
I know. I'm just fucking with you too. So she likes what?
Say Mexican
So
I
are
got-
you
Clarify.
team taco or are you team pizza, Tay?
taco.
So she's team taco.
Taco.
That's crazy.
So you're
I-
both team pizza?
Yeah, easy. I mean,
I'm
a
dip dish, yeah.
okay, yeah, exactly. A better
But
argument would be
this is
the
thing,
New
like,
York style
I
deep
take
dish.
dip dish.
Oh,
My
see,
style
Jeffrey's
dip
talking
dish
New
in
York style or
Chicago.
deep dish. So
I mean, that's
you
the
need
argument.
Worcester Street, New
But
Haven
there,
pizza.
it is different.
Deep dish
Heavily,
is
yeah.
That's the
real
thing.
pizza.
Deep dish is a meal. Deep dish is a soup. Get
He
out
said
of here.
deep dish
It's
is
not
a meal.
even on the same
What the fuck out of
calorie.
here,
You
dude.
say
It's so
it's a
different.
soup?
It's so different. It's just like
I'll take my tacos. Like if I go to Mexico, I'll take it all the time, bro. But I'm not in Mexico.
Well, you're in Chicago.
you haven't gone over
you
there
probably
and
got a
eaten tacos
waste
in
of
the
okay.
stand.
fake tacos
Let's
over
ask
there.
this: would you have deep dish outside of Chicago though? Is that good?
No.
Interesting. Oh, so, is deep dish
So
really
I
the
had
better?
it in San Francisco.
Deep
when
dish
I
is
went
nasty
over there
in
for
general.
Kind of funny. It wasn't good. It was really bad.
Hold up. So this is like a sidebar conversation we need to have. Have you ever had New
So-
Haven pizza, Jeffrey?
No,
You need to come to Connecticut.
I can't imagine it's better than the.
Dude, no, you need to come to Worcester Street. You need to go to Frank Pepe's, and you need to go to fucking Sally's.
I feel like objectively, New York pizza is better.
No,
than
see, that's the
Connecticut.
thing. You are in a fucking echo chamber because you think you're in this fucking little fucking universe of New York pizza is the best
You
because
know
we're
where
fucking
pizza
all we eat
came
is
from,
pizza because
right?
we're fucking nasty cheese fiends. You need to
I've
come to
had
fucking
pizza in
New
Italy. It's
New
not that
Haven.
good.
You need to come to
really
New Haven.
disappointed.
You need
Yeah,
to
'cause
go to
it's fucking
Pepe's
organic,
and you
that's
need to
why.
go to
Is
Sally's.
that one?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what everything's
Frank
organic.
Pepe's Clam Casino Pizza is the #1 pizza in the country.
Yeah, I bet a casino pizza is the best pizza.
Dude, go fucking look it up.
Casino pizza. Yeah, dice on it.
Yeah,
Yo, we got
that's for
cards.
one whoever
Clams
reviewed
Casino.
it.
You never heard of Clams Casino?
That's
you
whoever
fucking,
reviewed
You don't like
that
pizza. Shut
fucking
the
place.
fuck up.
See, you're in an echo chamber too.
Of New
Who's
Haven,
never heard
yeah.
of Clams
You're,
Casino?
you just told me to shut the fuck up.
No, I was saying Jeffrey
Because
shut the
you're
fuck
not
up.
listening to
No,
what
I
I'm
was saying
telling
Jeffrey
you.
shut the fuck up because he
Oh,
never heard of
okay.
Clams Casino.
Echo. I hear that. I think
No,
in the chamber.
no, shut the fuck up. You never heard of
Open the
you never
door, I
heard of
think you
Clams
gotta-
Casino.
I guarantee none of our audience has.
No, I haven't.
I guarantee.
New Haven pizza is the best pizza.
But now the real
Dude,
question is toppings.
It's funny how you're saying that,
Mushroom.
but over here in Chicago, I could go to a couple different places and they all have a fucking sign that says "Best Pizza in Chicago."
Shit, I don't. What are you saying, Tay?
So
The
it's
thing is,
like-
I've been to Chicago and I have both. That's why I feel like I'm a Chicago pizza is great. Don't get me wrong. I had some Chicago pizza.
So you feel like
deep dish,
Chicago's more known for
delicious.
hot dogs?
No, what?
No, actually not.
New
I
York's
thought the
in front,
Chicago
I mean.
dog was the thing where you got like the pickle on the hot dog and shit.
No,
maybe that's
Philly.
just
Maybe
maybe
you could get the pickle and
No.
the hot dog anyway.
maybe that's
Greg.
just a maybe
You know
that's
what I'm
just
saying?
a Sonic thing. I don't know.
Greg has a Portillo's order that he loves, but that's
Oh,
just,
the Portillo's.
I'm
is
not.
amazing.
I don't even. I'm not even talking about that. No, because if you go to Sonic, Sonic has the Chicago dog.
Oh,
and it's got,
Sonic
like, a
sucks,
pickle
dude.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
Sonic-
don't
Sonic is
you
not like
fucking
Sonic.
talk shit about Sonic, you motherfucker. Don't you talk
I've-
shit about Sonic. I fucking love
Sonic-
Sonic.
Fucking sucks. It's one of the worst.
No,
I've
Restaurant-
never had
restaurant.
Sonic. But
Sonic
the
is
drinks, I
fast
think I've had a
food.
drink. The drinks
It
are
is
good.
fast food. In the hierarchy of fast food, it is good. In the hierarchy of all
No, it's
food,
not.
it is not good. But in the hierarchy of fast food, yes.
No,
it
it's
is
not. You are wrong on that
great.
one.
Oh boy, you don't have good Sonics out there then, because Sonic is the jam.
Food
Sonic
off.
sucks.
Dude, give me a fucking chili cheese coney footlong. Oh my god.
I'm sure you like the footlong, but I don't know
Yeah,
about
the
the
chili
rest.
cheese footlong. Give me that shit.
A Coney.
You're
from,
in the wrong on that
from
one.
New York. Yeah, Coney Island, I think, is probably known for hot dogs, if anything. Nathan's.
I just
But,
thought maybe I was just thinking the Chicago dog with the pickle. And the
Yeah, I
fucking
think
onions and shit.
that wraps it up. New York pizza's the best. New York has the best food.
That's
Anything
lies.
else?
New Haven, Worcester Street pizza is the
Anything else
best,
we missed
and
on that
I
one?
will fight a man.
You
over
know
it.
who has the best tacos?
Miguel.
Mexico.
I'll agree to that. I'll agree. Miguel's homemade tacos are the best tacos.
Because
From
you've
the
had
three
them
of us,
personally.
probably.
They're the best tacos ever.
Tay makes
Yeah.
a mean chili though.
Who knows?
Your AQ
Yes.
chamber, dude. I don't know. I mean, you have to say that because I mean, you live with her. so
No,
you say,
she
don't
really
say that.
does. She makes a really good chili.
I doubt it, but
Yeah.
All right, just come over and try it. one
debatable.
time. Come over and try it.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go later today. I'll pass by.
Yeah, just fly by. You know
I'll go in my jet. It's fine. Oh, hold on. Let me.
that
let
jet
me
that
let
we
him
got
know
from
right
our
now.
Patreon.
Yeah, dude.
You guys saw this? It was like I think like $5,000 a month, but you get this. It's
Wait, you get
pretty
a jet?
much- It's pretty much like imagine Movie Pass, but for an airplane, and you share it with like 8 people. You
So
get
it's like a timeshare, but for an airplane.
yeah, and it's like
weird.
you get a free pickup to a private terminal, no TSA, nothing. They background check you. Yeah, it was interesting. It's like super 1%, super like uber wealthy people, but
Yeah, one day we'll get there, bro.
for them, I think it's a pretty solid like situation. A private jet for just a monthly payment. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up today. Movie Pass update. I saw Game Night and Annihilation. I actually did the math. I added up all my tickets and subtracted my monthly fees. I saved $130 already. How crazy is that on Movie
Not
Pass?
See, but you're going like every week. Like,
Exactly.
I
I'm going more
probably
'cause I
going-
have
I
it.
wouldn't be going that much.
Yes,
so.
it depends
yeah,
on the person.
not
So
worth
for
it for me.
for Jeffrey, it's definitely worth it. For me, it wouldn't be because
How
I would
many-
be seeing
The
one
question is,
movie
how many
every
times
week.
have you gone by yourself?
Without count, I think 5, 6 at least.
See, I've only
Half?
seen a movie
Oh,
by
okay.
myself once, and that was Star Wars: The Last Jedi. The second time, and that's because Tay didn't feel good.
I Tonya. I also saw I Tonya. Amazing.
So give
yeah,
us your
yeah.
favorite. Give us
Is
your
it-
favorite movie that you've seen with MoviePass.
That's another topic.
So like my favorite plus game, essentially. You know.
Yeah,
My
essentially,
favorite
but for
PlayStation Plus game.
MoviePass, yeah.
Interesting question. I would have to say Lady Bird, because that is my best picture of the Oscar nominees from last year, and I wouldn't see that without Movie Pass. It was also a classic Movie Pass moment where I was like on my way home from something early, and I'm like, oh, let me check Movie Pass. Oh shit, this is playing literally a block away for me, like 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll walk over and I'll get it. So that was like very in the moment, like downloading Rocket League essentially. Was seeing Lady Bird. So I give that to my best Movie Pass movie, Lady Bird. Lady Bird. Yeah. Shouts out.
A little tease for next week topic. One of my topics is going to be, is it weird going to the theaters by yourself? We'll
Nope.
discuss that next week.
Answered. Yeah,
I've
yeah,
only seen
I'll,
one
I'll
movie
give
by
you the
myself,
pros and cons
so
of
I'm gonna have. Yeah, I'm probably.
We'll
not gonna
talk about it
speak
next
a lot
week.
about it, but
What's that?
that.
Anthony?
Don't have much to say about it. I'll just say right quick.
I mean,
good-
we're like, what? You,
we'll bring. Yeah, save it for next week. That's
All right, fine.
Yeah, we'll get into
expand
it.
on it. We'll expand on it.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
yeah,
I'll
this.
also bring my
because I'm
Tetris-
like into
I got a
little
new
teaser, right?
Tetris life
got two
lesson
things.
that I learned from playing Tetris recently. I'll share next week as well. Tetris life lessons. What could they be? Tune in.
That's why your room's kind of all
Nice.
your fucking toys are.
Maybe we'll talk about Jeffrey's weird pink aura in his room too. That's
Yeah,
if you're watching the YouTube
It's a lie. It's
video.
just a big lie. Dude, it matches our freaking aesthetic. What are you
kinky,
saying?
kinky stuff. All
It
right.
does look
I
like
will-
you have a sex dungeon in your room. Not gonna lie.
I like it. It's cool.
You guys should have seen
when
earlier.
when I
fucking
walk
all
up
the
the
colors popping out.
stairs, when I walk up
Red,
the stairs, like, you
purple,
can see it
pink,
coming when the doors open. You can see it like
baby
coming into the
blue.
hallway. It's just like this weird like Area 51 room or some shit,
I don't know.
or
man.
sex dungeon.
Is that a dildo over there in the fucking?
Can you spot my dildo? Yeah, that's definitely the question.
Yeah,
Can you
so if you
spot
check
my
us out on
dildo?
YouTube, type in the search
All
bar
right.
PS Best Friends, and then search for Cocktail Hour episode 7, you will find an I Spy edition of this episode where you can see if you can find Jeffrey's dildo in his room. This has been episode 7 of
I hate you
Cocktail
guys. I
Hour
hate you
presented by
guys.
the PS Best
It's the
Friends.
worst.
You can find me
Sorry.
at Anthony Palm. You can find Jeffrey at Mr. Brawl 96. You can find Miguel at Dark Angel 1010. Is that your Twitter or is that that's your?
I
yes,
didn't
then,
even
right?
know, dude.
Your,
Don't
your
follow me,
Twitter is
just
Angel
follow the-
Alvarez 10, I think, with a J.
I don't post anything on it because
Follow us on at PS Best Friends Podcast because that's where Miguel mostly posts on.
Check us out on Patreon where you
Yep.
could back us at patreon.com/psbestfriends to get your name read on the shouts out portion of the show. Remember, you could also get your YouTube or anything shouted out as well if you have a new album or anything like that. Shouts out to Jack Mosseri, Jack Terzi, and Nathaniel Hicks. Thank
if
you
you're
guys
still
for
watching,
backing
you
us.
could see the video and see my new chair.
That's gonna be it this week. I'm gonna go have some chicken kebab for dinner. So it was a good meal.
I guess. You know what's better than that?
Why are you always having a
Tacos.
fucking barbecue?
No, it's
Tacos,
actually
bro.
order from David's.
I don't know. Jeffrey's always doing barbecues and shit. I don't know. It's weird. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Ah, you messed it up.